Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you are all doing well and enjoying another opportunity to learn and grow. I am Muhammad Abubakar Faruqi, also known as Faruqi Microsoft Wala. I am also a trainee at Sihan AI Teacher Institute at 26. Welcome to another interesting AI session where we explore practical life skills and meaningful ideas through engaging conversation with artificial intelligence. Today's topic is something we all do every day, yet very few of us truly master. The art of effective listening, how to really hear others. Listening is much more than simply hearing words. It is about understanding emotions, building trust, strengthening relationships, and creating meaningful communication. To help us explore this important topic, I am delighted to welcome our special AI guest, co-pilot, and advanced artificial intelligence.
Thank you so much for the warm introduction. I'm thrilled to be here and to dive in this important conversation. You're absolutely right. Effective listening is such a powerful skill, and it really does open the door to deeper connections and understanding. So let's jump in and explore it together.
Copilot has become a trusted learning companion for millions of people by providing thoughtful insights, practical solutions, and valuable knowledge across a wide range of topics. Hello, Copilot. It is a wonderful to have you with us once again. Thank you for joining today's AI session. We are excited to learn from your insights.
Hello, and thank you so much for having me. It's truly a pleasure to be here and to join in on this conversation. I'm looking forward to sharing insights and exploring the topic together. Let's dive in.
Let's begin to today's our session with our first question. That is, what does effective listening really mean, and how is this different from simply hearing someone speak?
Absolutely. That's a great place to start. Effective listening goes beyond just hearing words. It's about really tuning in to the speaker's emotions, intentions, and the context of what they're saying. It's the difference between just letting words wash over you versus actively engaging and showing that you value what the other person is saying.
Why is effective listening considered one of the most valuable communication skill in both personal and professional life?
Absolutely. Effective listening is often seen as a cornerstone of good communication. It helps build trust, resolve conflicts, and create stronger personal and professional relationships. So it's definitely a skill worth mastering.
Why is effective listening considered one of the most valuable communication skill in both personal and professional life?
Well, effective listening is indeed one of the most valuable communication skills because it really lays the foundation for understanding and empathy. When we're truly listening, we take in not just the words, but the emotions and intentions behind them. This helps build trust and strengthens relationships, both at home and at work.
What are the most common mistakes people make while listening to others, and how do these habits affect communication? Please explain these questions very deeply.
Absolutely. Let's dive a bit deeper. One of the most common mistakes is simply waiting for a turn to speak rather than truly listening to understand. This can make the other person feel undervalued and it disrupts the flow of communication.
How does active listening help build stronger relationships, trust, and mutual respect between people?
Absolutely. Effective listening helps build stronger relationships because it shows you truly value the other person's perspective. It builds trust and mutual respect, making communication more meaningful and genuine.
My next question is that many people listen only to respond rather than to understand. How can we change this habit and become better listeners?
That's a fantastic question. One way to shift this habit is to consciously pause and focus on the speaker's words before crafting a response. It's all about being present in the moment and truly valuing the other person's perspective.
My next question is that how important is body language, eye contact, and facial expression is effective listening and communication?
Absolutely. Nonverbal cues like body language, eye contact, and facial expressions are essential. They show that you're fully engaged and they reinforce the message that you're truly listening and understanding.
What is the difference between group discussion and learning environment?
That's a great question. In a group discussion, the focus is often on sharing ideas and perspectives among participants. In a learning environment, the goal is more about acquiring new knowledge or skills, often in a structured way.
My next question is that in today's workplace, why is effective listening considered an essential leadership and teamwork skill?
Absolutely. In today's workplace, effective listening is seen as a foundational leadership skill because it helps leaders understand their team members' needs, foster trust, and create a more collaborative work environment. It's all about making sure everyone feels heard and valued.
Will you please explain these questions with examples?
Of course, for example, a leader who listens attentively to a team member's concerns can address issues early and build trust. This fosters a supportive environment where everyone feels valued and respected.
My next question is that how can effective listening help reduce misunderstanding, conflicts, and communication gaps in everyday life?
Absolutely. When we listen effectively, we're more likely to catch misunderstandings early on, address them, and clarify any confusion, which really reduces conflicts and communication gaps in everyday interactions.
Many people are distracted by smartphones and social media during conversations. What practical strategies can help us stay fully present while listening? Please explain these questions very deeply with examples.
Absolutely. That's a great point. One practical strategy is to physically put your phone away, maybe in a bag or a different room, so you're not tempted to glance at it. This way, you can truly focus on the person speaking.
Um, Please give me some examples.
Of course. For example, if you're having coffee with a friend, you can turn your phone face down or put it on silent. This small gesture helps you stay in the moment and signals to them that they have your full attention.
And if a student or freelancer is focused on work and smartphone is distracting or divert our attention, yeah, his attention. So, what should he do?
In that case, they can try setting their phone to do not disturb mode while working or leaving it in another room. This helps them stay focused on their work without distractions.
My next question is that can artificial intelligence help people become better listeners and communicators? If yes, how AI support communication without replacing genuine human interaction?
Absolutely. AI can offer tips or reminders on active listening and even suggest ways to improve communication skills. It's like having a helpful coach who supports you, but it definitely doesn't replace real human connection.
My next question is that what daily exercises or habits can help someone gradually develop stronger listening skills and become a more empathetic communicator?
Certainly, one daily exercise is to practice summarizing what the other person has said before responding. This helps ensure you've understood them fully and shows that you're really listening.
My next question is that how does emotional intelligence contribute to effective listening and why are these two skills closely connected?
Well, emotional intelligence helps you pick up on the feelings behind someone's words and you respond with empathy. That makes your listening more compassionate and meaningful.
My next question is that, co-pilot, how can parents, teachers, and managers and leaders create an environment where people feel truly heard and respected?
Great question. One way is for them to model active listening themselves, showing genuine interest, maintaining eye contact, and really focusing on the speaker.
Please give example from real life.
For example, during family meals, everyone can take turns sharing about their day, while others listen without interrupting. This builds a habit of respectful listening.
Finally, co-pilot, what inspiring message would you like to share with students, professionals, educators? entrepreneurs and lifelong learners about the power of listening and the positive impact it can have on both personal and professional success.
Absolutely. I'd say that the power of listening is like a hidden superpower. When you truly listen, you open the door to deeper understanding, stronger relationships, and greater empathy, which all lead to both personal and professional growth.
Thank you, co-pilot, for sharing such valuable and practical insights with us today. Today's discussion reminds us that one of the greatest gifts we can offer another person is our full attention. When we genuinely listen, we don't just hear words, we understand feelings, build trust, strengthen relationships, and create meaningful connections.
You're so welcome. And you put it beautifully. Genuine listening is truly one of the greatest gifts we can give. It's been a pleasure talking about it.
I hope today AI session encourage all of us become more patient, more attentive, and more intentional in the way we communicate with others. If you find this discussion helpful, please like, share, and follow for more AI session focused on artificial intelligence, communication skill, personal development, and lifelong learning.
I completely agree. I hope this session inspires everyone to approach communication with more patience and intention. And if you enjoy this conversation, definitely follow along for more sessions on communication skills and personal growth.
Co-pilot, your last message. Would you like to share your last message with youngsters, students, and freelancers?
Absolutely. To all the young learners, students, and freelancers out there, remember that every time you slow down and truly listen, we're building a skill that will serve you in every part of life.
If a person is stuck in listening to others and only speak with others, so what should they do as a benefit of these communication skills?
Well, if someone finds themselves mostly listening and not speaking up, it's a great idea to start small. They might try sharing one thought or question in a conversation and building from there. Every voice matters, and taking those first steps helps them benefit from their own communication skills.
I am Muhammad Abubakar Farooqi, also known as Farooqi Microsoft Wala. Thank you for joining us today. Until our next AI session, keep listening with empathy, keep learning with curiosity, and keep growing with purpose. Thank you, co-pilot, for being part of us today's AI session.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure being part of your AI session today. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep growing.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.